Jason Myers set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the 1st, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Stand 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
J.J. Watt
In there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And take it right on the 30.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cardinals.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jason Myers.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure they just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Complete.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Gain of 12.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run with Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, here's Breida. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's a pickup.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
4-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
48-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end.
Wentz's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And that is is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Wentz now on first down. This complete to the former Longhorn Marcus Johnson. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
28-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That's it.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed in the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 39, Wentz. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down. This is McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Jason Myers.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Third down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
Fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right there, 54 Mike. Come on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the
Now a run with McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
defense, let's go. Say. Sunday.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Check nickel.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
Now Bell. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Seahawks 10. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Flush to his right. And incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Alert 3.
On play action, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
The second down pass intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Today's final score, Cardinals.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so.